Hello guys, it's Shumbits here. We're back for another commentary video, and this topic is going to be a little controversial. Not really though, but it came to me while I was at work the other day and I was like, let's talk about art drama. Because every time I scroll on Twitter, every day almost, there's always someone being exposed for something, or well, that's kind of it, because we're gonna go into the topics here today. The footage in the background is of a Vivian drawing I made from Paper Mario. I did that at work, but I remembered, I was like, how about I record the footage as half as a background? So there you go. But I hope everybody's having a good day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will get into the video right now. So the actual topic of today's video is specifically going to be art drama. I was going to do a more general drama, but I realized that there's a lot of art drama that I can talk about and make it go for about 20 minutes. So that's what we're going to get into. And I will have some examples on screen. I'm not going to get into like individual specific dramas because I don't know the outcome of those. I did not feel like researching them, I'll be real. This is more just like my general scrolling on Twitter, noticing how many I see on Twitter, getting annoyed by them because, to be honest with you, how hard is it to be a good person, which is the title of this video. It's not hard, but apparently for some people it is, based on my perspective, and things that people get exposed for is ridiculous. How did you expect, someone to not say something about this and you thought you can get away with it? It's really, really weird, but I'm excited to talk about it anyway, and I'm excited to see what you guys think about it as well, because I know we all have these same feelings, because it is honestly childish that this is still happening in 2024. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Here's the first art drama that I notice, and we all are aware of this because it's becoming mainstream, which is AI. I'm not getting into my opinion of AI necessarily as a whole, but as an artist, AI art sucks, and it's disgusting how people want to take AI and almost put us out of work and experience because AI can quote-unquote do what we do with a click of a button. Whatever. On Twitter and Instagram, stuff like that, something I noticed when I scroll, here's some examples here of either artists who actually know how to draw, but they get lazy and they use AI, or people who are not artists and they use AI art and they post it and act like it's their own and no one's gonna point it out. And then when they get called out, they either delete their Twitter or deny it. And it's really dumb because you're telling me when you post AI art, and artists who have experience, they know what they're talking about, they've been doing it for so long, so they know how to point out these flaws, right? Hands don't make sense. Shading doesn't make sense. There's no consistency between the lines from the hair to the shirt or whatever. All those things, how is it that they expect us not to point it out? I'm sorry. So, definitely it bothers me because people think they can get away with it, and it's honestly kind of shameful how, now that we see AI art as a specific thing, actual artists who make actually really good art are now getting called out for doing AI art because we think it looks like what we think AI art looks like, which is another problem entirely. But our views are being tainted now because of how much AI art is such a rampant thing. But to me, if you somehow have the boldness to post AI art and then not say anything and act like it's your own, you do not need to be on social media because you are damaging the art community and you're giving us a bad rap. Because anyone who's not an artist at all, who's just scrolling on Twitter or scrolling anything, they're not going to know the difference necessarily between an AI art and an actual artist who took their time to make something. And on top of that, AI art is taking from other art styles and making an amalgamation of something that's already a problem. But again, untrained eye wouldn't know any better. So to me, it's pretty harmful, as we already know, and it's honestly stupid that we're still running into this, and how they just like, oh no, I took my time and sketched it all out. No, you did not. You really didn't. It's honestly sad how easy people can lie on the internet and think they can get away with it. Either way, AI sucks. Please, please, please stop using it as your own work. If you're already an artist, stop being lazy and make the work. And if you're not an artist, but you want to be, take the time out and practice like the rest of us did. Like me, like I mentioned in my last video, I'm a 12-year artist. Do you think those 12 years felt real fast? No. So just like me and everybody else who took the time to become an artist, who, took the classes or learned online, whatever you need to do, you need to do the same thing, because you're ruining our community because you think that it's cute and funny to make AI art and then post it like it's your own, and people get fooled, or you get embarrassed and you delete your account. Honestly, childish. All right, next up on the chopping block is stealing commission money / taking too many commissions and not completing them, aka a scam. This is a timely old thing where you need money for whatever reason, whether it be emergency or otherwise, and you decide to take way too many commissions at once because you like having the money, and then you realize, oh, I have 10 commissions, and the workload is too much. So instead of being the good person by refunding the money or trying to finish as fast as you can, or being transparent with everybody and giving that person, the option what to do, you be quiet about it and you take the money, you spend the money, and then a year goes by and people are on Twitter complaining about you when you're posting a new post about commissions are open and the 10 commissions that you took literally last year are not complete. Another thing, of course, alongside that is just stealing the money and not producing anything, knowing that you're not going to produce anything. But we're going to get into more about the people who, quote unquote, take too many commissions and don't finish them. I've seen this probably 20 times now. I'll see if I can find some examples of this, but I didn't bookmark any because I haven't seen any lately. But I really don't have sympathy for these people, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the time when the situation happens on Twitter, I notice probably 50% of the time people forgive them, which I don't really understand. Because you're telling me we have a grown adult who's been doing commissions for a while and knows how it works, right? You're telling me you're going to forgive somebody who took your money that you gave, expecting a product in about a couple weeks or so, maybe even a month, and they don't give that product and they spent your money and a year goes by and you somehow forgive them for that? There's no way. No shot. As somebody who does commissions, I get anxiety about going too long, and there's been a few times where I have, but those with my personal friends, and that's different versus clients from online. But if you know good and well, your life is busy, your schedule's full, XYZ, why in the world will you take more commissions than you know you can handle? Like, genuinely. Like, you have to be aware that you were not going to get all those done. I'm sorry. And especially for people who do like VTuber models, 3D models, things that take more time, especially, how are you going to take more than maybe 2 at the most? Because that's going to take a lot of time, So logically to me, if you know that already going in, why you took more just to be greedy? That's just my opinion. Because most of us typically have it pay up front or pay half, whichever, as accountability so you yourself don't get scammed. But at the same time, people who do this start making people who want to commission people scared to do so, because now they're a little bit wary of like, well, if I pay all of it right now, they could take my money and run, So, which is unfortunate, but obviously having that credibility should avoid that. But I don't really understand it, really. And then they get on Twitter and go, boo-hoo, I took too many commissions. I thought I could finish them, and then I couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm working on refunds. Even though they good and well spent all the money already. So whatever refunds they're trying to do is going to be like through a loan or something like that. And it's sad. It's sad. I just don't understand how this is still happening. Like, we're adults. We're not 12-year-olds who are new to this and don't know what we're doing. You are grown and you're doing this and stealing people's money. And then you hop on Twitter to give a boohoo story, expect people to forgive you when they don't. And then you get blacklisted from our community. I would hope, because if I find out that people are still do this mistake and then get commission still, I'm a little bit iffy. I would not want to spend my money on this person because it could happen again. Obviously, we can give people the benefit of the doubt. I understand. But for me personally, if I'm spending money on commissions with my cold hard cash and they have a history of taking the money and not completing the work, I would never commission them again. That's just me, though. Here's a little tip at the end I meant to add in. Hey, artists, set a limit for how many commissions you can take. 2, 5. 5 is the most, I would say, and stick to that. Yes, money is nice, but do not put yourself in a hole having too many commissions. No, you cannot finish it because you have a job, you have a life, you have medical, whatever it may be. Please don't do that. Set yourself a limit and be responsible. Now, this one's a little bit of a smaller one, and I just ran into it very recently, which is people just being outright rude when someone's giving advice / their own opinion. Which, the own opinion part could go to literally any community, doesn't matter because it happens so often. But specifically for art, there's this post, here it is right here, of an artist. They were showing how to draw large breasts wearing a kimono. They clearly had an issue with it, and that's their prerogative to have that issue. And they wanted to show people how it should be drawn in a more traditional sense. And then this person decides to say, thanks, I'll be sure to ignore this and allow the titties and curves to be free. And then the person who made the original post replied back to them. Let's see if I can grab it real quick. Okay. I generally ignore offensive quotation reposts, but I thought yours was particularly extreme, so I'm replying. I drew this as a reference for artists who don't know how to draw women with large breasts wearing kimono. Therefore, I personally think that doesn't matter how people who don't need a reference to draw a kimono. In other words, you don't really need to raise your middle finger at me. This is ridiculous to me. This person who decided to be rude and state their opinion about drawing big boobs, I find that really odd because this person wasn't even calling you out, wasn't even talking to you. They're just giving a general advice for people who may not know how to draw a traditional kimono for women with large breasts. I think that was really cute and a good idea to do. Clearly they have either Asian descent or they have, a special tie to this. So they're just giving their opinion out there. And the reception of the post was very well done. So this person to decide to add their 2 cents in the most rudest way possible because they want to draw big booba sex appeal thing. That's fine if you want to do that, but this post wasn't directed at you then. But why did you feel the need to make a rude comment about it? Which, again, you can apply this to a lot of things. People like to make comments on things that they don't have to make comments for, and then get mad when people start getting onto them. It's really weird. How about we just leave people alone? If someone's making a very sweet post about just some advice about something, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to agree, but you don't have to say anything either because it was not directed towards you. Clearly, if you had that much strong of opinion to give them the middle finger to their advice, childish. And I hope they learn from this because, it's kind of crazy that they publicly said it with their chest fully out saying that. Sako, I hope you're doing okay. Sorry that this person decided to do that, but it is what it is. It was a little thing I wanted to touch on to hopefully stop you from being rude on the internet. Last but certainly least is getting into people's DMs and asking them to commission you. I don't know what happened between 2020 and now, but this has become a rampant thing. I've gotten a few and I will show them here of people. No, and keep in mind, you look at my bio. Clearly I'm an artist, right? You scroll a little bit, you'll see me that I can draw, right? Okay. So why is it that I still get DMs from people saying, I'm a graphic GXF artist, and I can make assets for you. Or they make this story, which I found a post about this, where they kind of run the mill talking about, oh, your character's so pretty. I have a cool scenario for you. And you're thinking like, okay, cool. What is it? And they give you their whatever. And you're thinking, oh, they want to draw art of a character for free because why the heck are you coming in my DMs to tell me what you think my character will look good in whatever? And then they figure with the curveball of, how much you would like to pay me for this? And you have to sit there and be like, the audacity of this person to come in my DMs, tell me a cool idea for art, and then ask me how much I'm gonna pay for it. Excuse me. The whole point of a commission, or service even, is you are seeking out that service. You're going out of your way to find someone to pay for something, a product or something like that. In this case, art. So why are you coming to me, having ideas and trying to ask me to pay you? It's honestly insane how much it happens. Friends in my Discord, my stream Discord, by the way, it's called Oni-Fans. It's not inappropriate at all. It's just a fun joke. If you want to join, description. I just completely butchered that. If you want to join my Discord, it's in the description. Anyway, many scenarios of people getting DMs of the same thing. Discord, Twitter, doesn't matter. And it's sad, but I go out of my way to kind of try to educate that person and tell them, hey, stop going in people's DMs for commissions. Make a Twitter, promote yourself, and do it the way like the rest of us have to do, because it is hard work, but that's how we get commissions. We just try to promote ourselves as best we can and grow ourselves on social media. Usually that may or may not work, I don't know, but it's it's very common with like graphics artists who want to go in VTubers DMs and, oh, I can make you graphics. Not looking for graphics. If I was, I would have DM'd someone, but don't DM me, please. I beg you. If you are listening to this and you have done this before, I beg you to stop, because it does not get you commissions. It gets you people who never want to commission you ever. And your work may be fantastic, but it gives people a bad taste in their mouth. It's almost like solicitors when they walk up to your door trying to sell you something. You want nothing to do with them at all. Or if you're walking around in Sam's Club, if you know where that is, and you're just minding your own business and someone's immediately walking up to you to try to sell you something. You don't want to hear it because you're not seeking it out. If you want to buy something, you will know where to go and you will seek it out. So please stop DMing artists, especially artists, for commissions. Money's rough out here, I understand, but it's childish and it's honestly frustrating that you feel that we're entitled to give you money just because you gave us a quote-unquote cool idea. Okay, we got all that garbage out the way. I hope you enjoyed that. I kind of wanted to talk about my first commentary video that I uploaded last week a little bit because over 1.5k is not what I expected. I really appreciate it. Definitely, it was a little nerve-wracking posting it because, you don't know how people are going to receive your voice, your energy, the topic that you're talking about. But I would say it went really well. So I'm very excited about this one as well. I think there's a chance that people like my commentary, and I like to think my voice is kind of calm, a little bit sarcastic, but calm, kind of fun. So any criticism, like I said, I will gladly take as I continue to make these and kind of improve the quality. As you can tell, the PNGs now have a little bit of movement, my sprites rather, whatever. Very minimal movement, by the way. Just, to add a little something, make it a little bit more lifelike. But yeah, I hope these topics here were somewhat fun to listen to me talk about. Again, it's drama, so it's not necessarily nice things to talk about, but I just want to make sure people are aware of these things and try to stop them, which is mostly the goal, to reach out to those who maybe have partaken in these things, and to maybe stop it. Obviously, I don't know how far this will reach, but if so, I'm looking at you, Shelly from whoever, I don't know. You can be a good person. It is not hard, in my opinion. Just stop doing these bad actions and kind of look at yourself and be like, do I really need to do this? Do I really need to use AI art? Do I really need to steal commission money? Etc., blah, blah, blah. We can go down the whole thing. The answer is no. Every single time. If you just sit there and think about your actions for a second, you realize that being a good person is very easy. So that being said, thank you for watching this video. If you have any more topics for me to talk about, feel free. I have a few in my head, such as why drawing yourself is a good thing and why I enjoy drawing on my iPad Pro versus a traditional graphics tablet. Those are 2 videos on the back burner already, but if you have any more, feel free to give some in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, is where I stream mostly, but I do dual stream on YouTube, so feel free to pick whichever one you like. Check out my VGen if you'd like to get a commission from me. They're open always. And lastly, if you'd like to join my Discord, where I'm hoarding all my Oni lilies such as you, feel free. We hang out in there, we vibe, you get my stream schedule, etc., etc. And with that, I bid you guys adieu. And this art of Vivian is posted on my Twitter. I will also post that in the description. I love how it turned out. Congratulations to her for finally getting quote-unquote confirmed that she's trans. We love that for her. Anyway, bye guys. Love you all. Hugs and kisses. Mwah.